What could be worse than purchasing a truck and then having it malfunction? The 7 worst pickup trucks that customers have overwhelmingly rejected are being counted down today. In addition to being unsatisfactory cars, they are dependability nightmares that have cost owners thousands of dollars in repairs and many hours of annoyance. These trucks reflect the bottom of the barrel, according to Consumer Reports statistics and sales numbers, from weak engines and transmission problems to electrical catastrophes and falling resale values. Avoid these models at all costs if you're considering purchasing a second-hand truck. Let's get right to our list of the top 7 trucks that no one wants to purchase. Cadillac EscaladeEXT from 2002 to 2013 comes in at number 7. During its 12-year career, Cadillac's luxury pickup had early popularity before fading into obscurity. Cadillac sold over 14,000 trucks in 2003, but by 2013, sales had fallen to less than 2,000 when the company decided to shut it down. The 6.0-liter V8 engine and gearbox of the first generation, which operated from 2002 to 2006, were only marginally suitable for the weight of the Escalade. It was not unusual for transmissions to fail before 100,000 miles. A more powerful 6.2-liter engine was added to the second generation. However, cylinder deactivation problems were also introduced. Some engines had collapsed lifters, which resulted in misfires or damage to the camshaft. The intricate electronics were a continual source of trouble. Door handles broke, electric running boards failed, and navigation systems malfunctioned. EX sales plummeted in 2008 as the recession struck and petrol costs spiked. There was a very little market for a premium truck with little use and hefty maintenance expenses. Lincoln Mark LT 2006-2008 is number 6. Lincoln made another attempt with the Mark LT after the Blackwood tragedy, but it was unsuccessful. In 2006, sales reached a high of 12,753, but by 2008 they had fallen to 4,631. Reliability was below average, initially reflecting the well-known problems with the 2004 to 2006 F-150, forcing Lincoln to retire it after just 3 model years in the US. The 5.4-liter Trite 5.8 was known for its issues, which included spark plugs that would seize and break off in the heads during removal and a loud ticking sound coming from the cam phasers, turning a basic maintenance core into an expensive nightmare. Customers eventually came to the conclusion that the Mark LT was only a gilded F-150 with no significant benefits. The F-150 Platinum trim, which gave the same opulent amenities without the identity problem of the Lincoln emblems, was Ford's replacement. It's interesting to note that the Mark LT persisted in Mexico until 2014, where it was accepted by a wider audience. 5th, Suzuki Equator, 2009-2012. The Equator is a prime example of what occurs when a declining brand attempts to use badge engineering to remain relevant. Suzuki only averaged around 2,000 sales annually compared to their planned 5,000 plus. Only 5,808 Equators were ever sold in the United States. The Equator carried over all of the Nissan Frontier's mechanical problems. Equator owners had difficulties with parts availability and service assistance after Suzuki's 2012 withdrawal from the US market. With Nissan's wider dealer network, buyers had no reason to choose the Equator over the same Frontier. Since almost anybody ever purchased one in the first place, the Equator is now among the rarest contemporary trucks on American roads, not because they are valued. Mitsubishi Raider 2006-2009 comes in at number 4. Mitsubishi's disastrous comeback to the pickup market with the Raider was a complete failure. In its peak year, less than 10,000 were sold, and in 2009, sales fell to only 1,946. As dealers sold off the remainder of their stock, just 9 Raiders were sold by 2010. Yes, single digits. A hazardous flaw in the 2006 Raider's manual gearbox that required dealer repair was a malfunctioning clutch interlock device that may have let the truck to start in gear without the clutch down. Few people purchased the Raider because to its poor performance, lack of truck brand awareness, and Mitsubishi's dwindling dealer network. After just 4 model years, it vanished completely, making it one of the pickup segment's fastest departures. Jeep Gladiator 2020-21 comes in 3rd. The Gladiator, which combined Jeep's off-road reputation with pickup functionality, ought to have been a huge success. Rather, early versions came in close to the bottom of Consumer Reports' mid-sized truck dependability rating. The Gladiator had suspension and steering issues from the beginning. Steering wander was observed by several owners, as well as the notorious death wobble. At highway speeds, the front end shakes violently. Jeep issued technical service bulletins for steering dampers, however certain problems remained. Water leaks in the detachable roof and technological gremlins. such as intermittent check engine lights and backup camera malfunctions, were further problems. Despite selling over 77,000 units in 2021, the Gladiator is still a niche truck that mainstream truck purchasers approach cautiously because of its poor quality record and expensive price tag. Second place, Nissan Frontier, 2005, 2008, 2022. Our ranking includes Nissan's Frontier twice, includes the most recent revision in 2022, as well as the late first-generation versions from 2005 to 2008. Long-standing dependability difficulties and recent redesign problems have deterred many purchasers from visiting Nissan stores. First place goes to the Nissan Titan from 2016 to 2019. The second-generation Nissan Titan is the worst truck that no one purchases. Nissan set an annual sales goal of 100,000 in the US when it first released in 2016, but it never even came close to achieving that amount. From 52,000 in 2017, sales fell to only 15,000 in 2022. In 2022, Nissan recalled 2022 Titans due to a faulty parking pole that might cause the trucks to roll away, raising safety concerns. The Frontier had the same problem. Have you used any of these trucks before? If you've ever owned one of these dependability problems, or if you believe another truck should have been on our list, please leave a comment below. We hope to see you in the future video, and please remember to subscribe for more automotive stuff.